Hi out there, it's Odin with Rainy River Overland, and today we're going to be talking about the Honda Pioneer 1003. But before we jump into that, I just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you liking and subscribing to this channel and how much that actually means to me, and I'm hoping that I'm helping some of you guys out there. And it's that time of year where the fall trees are starting to come out, the colors are starting to pop, and it's just an absolutely beautiful landscape. You know, I want to take a moment here to tell you guys how much I appreciate you. I know there's been some changes over this past year with the channel, and those of you who've stuck around, I appreciate it, and those of you who've unsubscribed and left, that's fine also. It was never about doing anything big time on this channel. It was just about giving some information, unbiased, never bought. You know, all of my opinions and everything are my opinions alone when it comes to stuff like this. So, like, subscribe, hit the little bell, and let's jump right into it. So what you see right here in front of you is a 2022 Honda Pioneer 1003. And my wife and I were talking over the last couple of years, kind of off and on, nothing really serious, but we were talking about getting something for taking care of the property, taking care of the yard, and just generally using it for, you know, maybe a Sunday drive. Just a ride out in the woods, enjoying the colors, and maybe taking a few kids with us. But as we were looking over, there's a million different options. Now, I'm not trying to go out there and break any land speed records. I know that the 500 and the 520 exist. They're hard to get the 520 is hard to get your hands on. But at the end of the day, I wanted the power of the 999cc engine, the Unicam engine that Honda put in this. And after a ton of research and a ton of opinions from my friends about which one would be the best for this, for what I want to do, it came down to the Honda Pioneer. There was no comparison to it. You know, for this year, if you take a look, you've got the nice front fascia. It's all painted up, really sharp looking. I added the winch to it because I'm using it for snow plowing. I bought the plow, the whole setup, but that's for a different video. Anyway, there was a ton of updates done to this for the 2022 model year. It comes with a better set of tires. It's more of a high performance tire. But what really sets Honda apart is their dual clutch transmission that they put into these things. So you could go ahead and you can put it in automatic mode. It'll do its shifting for you. You can put it into sport mode if you want to go a little bit faster. And, you know, you can use the paddle shifts also if you want to, you know, have your own manual transmission. But what sets it apart is the fact that it actually has a transmission. This is not a belt-driven unit. This side-by-side right here runs off of its transmission. It's built really solid. I know there was a few issues in the first years, but you know, they really took it into consideration, into engineering. They wanted to cut down on the heat, so they did some revamping under the seats. I'm not going to pull that all apart because it's not really that impressive. This is the base model, by the way. I know new for 2022 they came out with the trail model with the beefed up suspension, and they came out with the forest model, and it has some other goodies on it. It has some light in the bed of it or whatever, but nobody ever makes a video about the base model. And what I like about the base model is you basically have a clean canvas. You could take this unit and you can turn it into whatever you want. You can build it however you want. They're still expensive. They're not on the cheaper end of the spectrum. I had a little issue with the price, but at the end of the day, I could find value in it, especially for using it on our land, cutting wood, using it for obviously plowing, because that's what I said I was going to do with it. I added the hard roof on, the windshield, the winch. But other than that, it's basically stock for the moment, for what I need it for. Honda went ahead and they upgraded this right here, the netting. It's the same netting that comes on the Talon. It's got great visibility, great durability. Now, I've only had this unit for about, I'd say, a week and a half at best. Not even a week and a half, maybe. But a few other things from inside here, if you notice, it has a brand new LCD screen. It lights up. It's really nice. We'll fire it up again here in a minute. But here's the paddle shifters I was talking about. If you want to make it a manual. And it's got its high and its low. I believe it's a 31% reduction from low gear to high gear. You've got your lights. You've got your automatic mode and your sport mode. And then you have turf, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and four-wheel drive diff lock. And what I really dig about that is, you know, if you get out there and you're trying to pull something out and you're out in a spot and it's muddy and it's hard to grab traction, you put it in that diff lock and I promise you, you're getting it out of there, whatever you're trying to pull out. Another thing I can appreciate is the glove compartment. It's pretty awesome. That's my wife's hat. But yeah, you know, I've got controls for the winch inside of here. It's not a remote one, but you know, it does what it needs to do. So they also upgraded the steering wheel issue there or whatever. I guess they had an issue with adjusting the steering wheel. People were complaining about it. But another thing I really dig is they went ahead and they listened to people and they put in bigger cup holders for people who like to take tumblers, larger drinks with them. And with this being a three-seater, they went ahead and they put a better, more contoured seat. I like how the middle seat sits more forward than the other two. And they also helped out a lot with the heat reduction. I don't know much about the heat reduction because I never had an issue because I've never had another unit other than this one. But they went ahead and they listened to their customers. And those of you who know me know, well, who are on my channel know that I like Honda. I've always been a big Honda fan. It's always been reliable for me. It's just been they've been an awesome company for everything that I've had from them. It comes with a dump box, and I'm sure you've seen in other videos how that works. What I really dig is being able to pop these off of here with just one hand and drop it. It's got a good looking tailgate. It's got a spot to put your water or whatever else you've got out there with you. The capacity for the bed is right around 1,000 pounds, I believe. But the cool thing is they bumped up the towing capacity of this. It now is able to tow 2,500 pounds and do it without any kind of real issues. You know, the transmission is really what makes this thing, what sold me on it, was the fact that it had one. You know, there's the belt-driven side-by-sides. I know Polaris Ranger, they've been out forever, and I know there's the die-hard Ranger fans, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I have nothing bad to say about it because I've never owned one. But, so if you're in the market for something like this, you know, and you need versatility, this is where it's at. The all-new 2022 Honda Pioneer is going to get the job done. I went ahead and I got the 6-year warranty because I wanted to make sure that, you know, it's a new product for me. I wanted to make sure that the reliability was still there because I haven't bought a brand new Honda in, well, ever. But, so, you know, if you guys have any kind of questions, comments, or anything else you want to know about this unit, go ahead and let me know. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know, we could talk about this a little bit more. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.